Caro, you started by giving us statistics, and you noted that 75% of those eligible for voting or those within the voting bloc are actually youth themselves. So does this go to illustrate that the youth may not be supporting their fellow youth in matters politics, because they should be understanding? If, for instance, I go for an interview and I'm required to have 17 years of experience, which I do not have, why should I expect Caro to have 5 years of experience because she's seeking for the Uasin Gishu woman representative seat?
I would say yes and no. Yes, because we've seen the youth stand with one of their own even in the past. Take, for instance, the senatorial aspirant, Kericho County, who came in with a slogan that is, it's actually dubbed in the local language, KKK. But the slogan was the young person to go all out there and work. Young person. So it was about the young blood, the young narrative, the youthful conversation. And you would find that the youths were resonating well with that slogan. And we've seen youths now coming out and really supporting one of their own. And even right now, what we are seeing, we're seeing many youths are out there and they want to ensure that one of their own is in there.
Is actually somewhere, get somewhere.
Yes, and conversations such as, it is our time, it's our time, the future is now. I would say no, because many of these aspirants who the youths would like to support probably do not have what the youths are also looking for. For instance, we've talked about the issue of employment. Most of them are out there, to even earn a living from this season that politics are up and high, so that at least they can buy maybe a new phone and all that. So you will find that most of them are out there following someone who is, who is well off, much as even now we have youths who are financially stable and they're able to fund their campaigns comfortably. But you'll find that most youths might prioritize going after people who are seasoned politicians, established, and they also try to reach out for the networks. Maybe someone has been a renowned an accomplished physician or a politician in the past, then they want to be associated with them. So I would say yes and no from those two perspectives.
Okay. Chris, I pick from where Caro was talking about, and I want us to talk about mentorship when it comes to youth and politics. Are the youth allowing for themselves to be mentored? Are they seeking opportunities to be mentored in politics so that they're able to learn a thing or two kabla ya kuingia into the world of politics mzima mzima, and then they're like, oh my goodness, so this was going to happen. You see, like how you can have internship in an organization. So the youth are seeking mentorship even as they make steps into the political world?
Well, there's been a very big shift in the current, in the modern politics of late. You'll find there's a very big role young people play. A typical politician would currently be having at least quite a number of people around them, serving them for different purposes, because of the technology world, because of the media and many things that were not there before. And definitely, anybody who wants to aspire for any political position definitely would require some mentorship. It goes a very long way to making someone understand what would be expected of you. There's a lot of many things that happen when you get into politics that at times shock you if you are very ignorant. The expectations of the people, how people treat you, the people change. You deal with a lot of dynamics, and mentorship is something that would be very central. Something we are very proud to say, for example, that most of our politicians within this region have drawn their, for example, mentorship from our deputy president. He was elected himself at 31 years as a member of parliament for Eldoret North. And courtesy of that, he was 15 years grounded as a member of parliament. That is enough. That was enough mentorship for many other people. He's mentored a lot of people who are now following in his footsteps, who understand the need to serve the people, who understand the need to focus on key issues.
Revolving around politics.
Absolutely.
Yes. And some kids, what is the experience of youths as they approach perhaps these big politicians in need for mentorship? Are they welcoming? Do they show you how the road goes? They're like, nakuonea huko 18 wataka kuja kunibandua kwa kiti changu cha kisiasa.
Yeah, one thing, there's something I can say about mentorship, what Chris is saying. As much as we're defending these young people, at the same these young people wanatuangusha. They want things, instant things. They want, if it's business, they want the business just to boom instantly. They want easy money. So there is where we can say that the young people even are not concentrating maybe with their courses. They are not patient. The young people are not patient. And you see, something that makes even the elderly not to believe in these young people. They cannot sometimes be trusted.
Okay.
Because most of the time they follow politicians, these big politicians, because of money. And if the promises which they've been promised, if they not materialize, maybe within a very short time, you find out that these young people are throwing their hands, and then it's like there is that gap between the young people and the elderly. That gap is brought by maybe trust and the young people not having that patience, and that's they cannot wait. So that is the thing, that even the elderly, when they want to trust the young people, they find it very difficult, to trust even these young people.
Carol, they call it the microwave generation. They want things put, time, start. But really, that is a very nice or a very important thing that Sam Keys has spoken about. Are youth too fast or too anxious when it comes to matters politics? Are they not taking the necessary steps that are needed for them to ground themselves better into better products?
Maybe before I answer what you asked, Lois, as you were conversing, I realized that we've even highlighted so many solutions to the challenges that the youths are currently facing, from mentorship to use of coming up with strategies that work, to even ensuring that we have youth-friendly precedents.
Yes.
And allow me to applaud the parties currently. Actually, the top 5 parties in Kenya currently.
Without naming them?
Yes. Most of them have done youth-inclusive programs and ensuring that youths are occupying these very significant positions within the party.
The political parties that we have
now?
Okay.
And you realize that by ensuring that there's a youthful person who has occupied a significant position, then it creates a ripple effect in ensuring that more youths are brought in. I know of a political party currently who has their executive director under the age of 30. And with that, he's also come in and lifted up other youths.
Yes.
So I think we must also appreciate the journey that we've covered to where we are. And if at all the youths are to be bold enough and take up and occupy these spaces, then it means there must be deliberate actions to ensure that they are helped and they are assisted and facilitated to occupy these spaces. And I like the fact that even the Constitution, the Constitution of Kenya, Article 97C, 98, has actually addressed those issues on ensuring that we have representatives both in the National Assembly and even the Senate.
The Senate.
Yes, and even that Article 55, where we have the affirmative action programs by the government, like access to education, access to employment, ensuring that the youths participate and are well represented in all spheres, right from social, political, and economic spheres. So in all these deliberate actions and steps to ensure that the youths come out and participate fully are going a long way in ensuring that the youths are actually fully engaged in the politics of our country.